Yes, Love Them Knives channel, LTK here. What do we got? We got something that looks kind of badass, don't we? Designed by Emerson, built by Kershaw. This one is the CQC4KXL. Model number 6055. Comes in this box, supposedly. And inside the box is nothing, because the knife is over here. Yeah, big knife. Came with some extra screws for the pocket clip on the other side, because the pocket clip's got 3 screws on it, along with that skeleton, the Emerson skeleton. And inside they got all kinds of paperwork. I don't know if you want me to pull this out. And no necessario. Let's look at the knife instead. This baby is headed to Belgium. My buddy Mateus wanted me to pick this knife up for him, along with a couple others, and ship them to him. So I said, okay, I can do the customs forms. I'm going to do them in a way that you're not going to have to pay a lot of customs. Taxes. I guess that was the whole point of him. Boy, these are grippy little G10 scales, aren't they? Everything embeds in them. Every little piece of lint and everything. But you can get some traction on that. You got the Emerson wave. That's the whole point, kind of this. And you got the thumb disc here. Pretty good size knife. Yeah. See it here on this side. It says Kershaw 6055. Down here it says China. That's where it's made. On the other side it says Emerson. Got the skull. Emerson Knife Designs. So there you go. It's all marked up. Stone washed. This looks like a satin flats with stone washed in the grind area. It's not the Tonto, no. But you know what? This is a real kind of matter-of-fact knife. Pocket clips, not too overwhelming. It's steel, framelock, G10, black screws, and these are, Phillips. These are not Torxes. So, except for here, this screwdriver. So, this is very field friendly, because these are all, Phillips or screwdriver. Everybody's got probably some of that, and you can go, it's tip up, right hand or left hand. The lockup, pretty heavy. What's that, about 75% across there? Nice, easy one-handed knife. And of course, the whole point to this is, if I had a cohort to help film, I could show you how it comes out of the pocket. Obviously, you've got it in your pocket like this. This is the outside of your pants. This is the inside where your body is. This is your pocket. And as it comes out, it catches the back lip of your pocket. And as it's withdrawn out, it catches that edge, and it's open by the time you get it completely out of your pocket. Because when you pull it, the wave, as you pull it, you're going to pull it kind of back and up at the same time, so that this does catch the inner lip of your pocket, which will get it to come open as it's withdrawn. So actually, it's faster than an automatic knife. It's probably faster than a flipper by a 1/10 of a second or something, because by the time it's withdrawn from the pocket, if you get that right, it is already open. No fumbling for a button for an automatic or a flipper tab for the flipper, although those things can happen in fractions of seconds. So But it's handy that way, especially if you're one-handed and you're working on something and you don't want to have to mess with anything. Just pull it out of your pocket and it's already open. No problem. And then you can defeat the frame lock to close it up with one hand. So that's nice. And what do we got here? We got 3mm thick stock, which is an 1/8 inch, 0.121, 0.125 would be a true 1/8 inch. The thickness of the knife is about 0.48, so less than a 1/2 inch thick. It's fairly slender carry, 12mm. And this is a pretty good length of blade. I think it's like almost 4 inches, and that's what they're showing here. It's supposed to be 3.85, something like that. So it's there. It's just almost a 4 inch, which is almost like basically 10 centimeter blade, and almost 9 inches or almost 23 centimeters long. So it's a good size knife. Like if you just compare it to, well, here's your standard Fossil from CRKT. Yeah, much bigger. This is a 3.5 inch or 3.6. This is almost 4 inch. Much bigger knife. Much bigger. I think this is a 8CR 14 MOV. And of course it's a spear point blade. Thumb disc, Emerson Wave, jimping, ramp. Stonewash, even this back scale. Right there. Made in China, right, left hand carry. Hollow ground blade. And what do we have for a weight on this? Because I'll tell you what, it feels pretty substantial. Yeah, boy, 6.2. Yeah, that's that's very substantial, 174 grams. So that's a good size knife. You know, a lot of knives are going to be 4.6, 4.8, 5.5, but 6.2, it's a good size knife. You know, it's a handy knife. And, you know, what do they go for? Like 30 bucks, 40 bucks? 40 bucks. Stonewash 6055. It's the, model 6055, but you can see people like them. People who reviewed them damn near giving them 5 stars. So SRP, of course, around 65 bucks, but nobody sells them for that unless you go to a brick and mortar shop. Like they said, 9 inches overall, almost a 4 inch blade. Yeah, 0.12. Yeah, we got 0.121, something like that. So that was real close. And there's your handle length. You just have to subtract the overall that we did, 6.1. We got 6.2. And designer, of course, is Emerson. Thumb disc or wave. Either way, you can open it. Made in China. A tactical knife. Well, it could be anything. Tactical, practical. I think it's pretty practical. And it's pretty sharp. Yeah, it's sharp. Stonewash. It's a real kind of matter-of-fact knife. This is not no art knife. This is not a safe queen. This is a carry user knife that, you got your lanyard hole. You've got a black G10 backspacer. And these are real grippy. These really are very practical. You know, the thing is about titanium, and some other materials is they really show it when they come in contact with other things. They scratch up and they look pretty rugged after a while. This G10 is really, really tough. You know, chemical, corrosion, resistant, all that kind of stuff. And pretty good about, you know, coming in contact with other things and not showing it. So it's a real make sense type knife. As far as fit and finish goes, it's actually pretty decent. Here, around here, you can see where they have actually touched these edges here so that they aren't overly sharp. Other side too. These are all rounded edges. You've got your stainless liner on that side. And I didn't notice, but I don't think it had been, no, it hadn't been skeletonized, so no, nothing there. Thus the kind of heavy weight, over 6 ounces, but it's a big knife too. It's 9 inches overall length. But yeah, this is very matter of fact, isn't it? Look at the black hardware. Yeah, all the way through. But, you know, kind of badass too, right? I mean, black, skull, you know, tactical in nature, the way it comes out, comes open when it comes out of your pocket. So, yeah. But it functions well. It's fairly smooth, you know, opening and closing. Locks up nice and heavy. Sharp blade. It's an MOV steel, so you could sharpen it. You can keep it pretty maintained. It's not real difficult to put an edge on, and you can put a really good edge on it. There you go. Kershaw Emerson, the big boy, not the small guys. This is the big guy. Yeah, I think it's a pretty interesting knife. It's one of those ones I don't think you have as a play knife or anything that you fidget with or whatever necessarily. It's one that you actually just put in your pocket when you're headed out the door. Because this thing is kind of a little bit of all things to all people. Anywhere from tactical, one-handed, easy to open, easy to maintain. You know, very accessible to these with the Phillips and the screwdriver bit. I mean, it's a no-nonsense, but it's kind of the one you're not afraid to put in your pocket and have it come in contact with things, because it's not a terribly expensive knife, but it's very well made and nice for its price range. Absolutely. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. There's the Emerson designed Kershaw. Yeah, it's a nice knife. And you know what we do? We love them knives.